Okay, so biochemistry part 2, or organic compounds. Bring it on. The organic compounds that we're going to be talking about are also referred to as macromolecules. So those terms actually go hand in hand. Organic compound equals macromolecule. Alright, so a macromolecule or a polymer, also another term that goes hand in hand. These are large molecules made up of many smaller subunits or monomers. Okay, so for example, let's look at this. So macro equals large or big. Okay, poly means many, mono means one. Alright, so a macro is a large molecule that has many small subunits in it. Those subunits are called monomers. Alright, so example, these are our four main ones: carbohydrates, lipids, proteins, and nucleic acids. So over here we have a picture. This is a macromolecule. See how it's a large molecule? Here is just a molecule. See how it's much smaller. Alright, now I'm going to do a little demonstration for you. Okay, so I'm going to show you a demonstration of a macromolecule or a polymer. So we know poly means many, and polymers are made up of many monomers linked together. Mono means one. So, one Lego, one monomer. Another Lego, another monomer. Monomer, monomer. Two monomers. Alright, here I go. Super fast. I'm linking my monomers together to create a polymer or a macromolecule. It's just something big made up of many subunits, and by big we're talking molecule form, so it's actually quite small. Okay, so inside each of these macromolecules, they are mainly made up of carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen, phosphorus, and sulfur, or chomps. Okay, and if something is organic, that simply means that it contains carbon. Not organic, like it doesn't have pesticides. Organic and bio means contains carbon. Alright, our first organic compound or macromolecule is a carbohydrate. So write everything down that I underline, right? It's our body's main source of energy. It's what we first get our energy from, our carbs. They're made up of carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen, or you can just write CHO. Alright, they end in OSE. That's how you can pick them out. And there's three different classes that we'll go over: monosaccharides, disaccharides, and polysaccharides. And here are some food examples. We got our breads, our rice, our pastas. Yes, fruit is in this group. Vegetables, potatoes, so on and so forth. So the monomer of a carbohydrate is called a monosaccharide. So mono means one, saccharide means sugar, so it literally means one sugar. These are our simple sugars. Examples: glucose, fructose, galactose. Alright, fructose is fruit sugar, so glucose is our most important one. That's why I put the picture of it over here. So when you break down a carbohydrate or a macromolecule, you break it down into small subunits of glucose so our body can use it for fuel. Alright, another class of carbohydrates are disaccharides. So di equals two. So that's our saccharide means sugar. So it's made up of two sugars or two monosaccharides bonded together. Alright, so in the example over here, we have our sucrose, which is galactose and glucose together. Alright, lactose is also one. And that's our milk sugar. Notice that everything ends in OSE. Oh yeah, that means it's a carbohydrate. And lacto means milk. So literally lactose means milk sugar. Beautiful. Alright, our polymers of carbohydrates are called polysaccharides. Should be easy to remember. Poly, many, saccharide, sugars. So these are many sugars together. They're also referred to as our complex carbohydrates. Alright, examples of these are starches and cellulose. So starches, we're talking like pastas and potatoes and things like that. Cellulose, look at that OSE, means it's a carbohydrate. It's found in plant cell walls. Pretty cool. Here's a picture of it, and you see that it's many monosaccharides bonded together. Our next organic compound, or macromolecule, is the lipid. Alright, a lipid is our oils and our fats, like butter. Monomers of lipids are fatty acids or glycerol, because if you see down here, here's a fatty acid chain, here's a fatty acid chain, and here's a fatty acid chain. Here's a glycerol molecule. So each of those that I just circled are the subunits or the monomers. So one fatty acid chain, one fatty acid chain, one fatty acid chain, one glycerol. All right, and the polymer is this whole molecule that I'm going to outline in blue. Okay, it's the 3 fatty acids with the glycerol. So lipids, or fatty acids, also contain carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen, just like carbohydrates do. Their function is stored energy. Makes sense, right? Bears eat a lot of food, store up all that fat for energy when they hibernate. All right, there's 3 different classes that we'll talk about: saturated, unsaturated. Ooh, look, there's that word, polyunsaturated fatty acids. And these are all examples of where you can find fatty acids or lipids. The first one we'll start with is the best tasting, or our saturated fatty acids. So a saturated fatty acid is where we have a fatty acid chain or a fatty acid tail that is completely full of or saturated with hydrogens. You see how each of these C's has an H? Totally saturated. So foods that contain saturated fatty acids are our bacon, our steak, pretty much animal fats, anything that's going to be solid at room temperature. And these are actually harmful to our body because they're least soluble in water, meaning that they don't dissolve. And they don't dissolve because water can't get in when hydrogens are everywhere. All right, so our monounsaturated fatty acid, there's that word mono, means one. They have this one double bond here, and that allows this little open space. And guess what that space is for? It's for water to dissolve. Okay, so they are less harmful because water can get in there and dissolve stuff. So foods that contain monounsaturated fatty acids are vegetable oils, olive oil, peanut oil, coconut oil, and you'll find that these are liquid at room temperature. All right, our last form of lipids that we're going to talk about is polyunsaturated fatty acids, meaning they have many double bonds, 2 or more really. So lots of water can get in and dissolve it, and because of that, they're most beneficial to our body because our body can digest them. Foods that contain these are nuts, walnuts, macadamia nuts, fish oil, seeds, algae, and krill. All right, so comparing all 3 of these, here's our saturated fatty acid chain. So you see totally full of hydrogens, water can't get in there. Monounsaturated, water has only one little spot. Polyunsaturated, woohoo! Water can get into all sorts of places to dissolve it, so it's good for us. Okay, so I might have told you a minor fib. The last lipid that we'll talk about is actually a special lipid. It's called a phospholipid, and they're found in cell membranes. So instead of, they only have 2 fatty acid tails instead of 3. All right, and they're positioned in a bilayer. Bi means 2. So there's 2 rows of them that make up the cell membrane, and you see all the little heads point outward and the tails point inward. And that's because the heads are hydrophilic, meaning that they love water, and the tails are hydrophobic, meaning that they're afraid of water. So they are positioned in a way so everybody can be happy. All right, nucleic acids are our third kind of organic compounds that we're going to talk about. They are made up of carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen, and phosphorus. So Ponch, P-O-N-C-H, Ponch. They're made up of ponch. Nucleic acids are found in all cell nuclei, if there is a nuclei. But in us, they're found in the cell's nucleus. Their function, need to know, transmit and store genetic information like DNA and RNA. Alright, a monomer of a nucleic acid is called a nucleotide, which is these little things. Alright, which is made up of a base, a sugar, and a phosphate group. Alright, an example of a nucleic acid is DNA and RNA, which is right here. This is DNA. Alright, our last kind of organic compound, last one, are the proteins. Alright, so these are made up of carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, and nitrogen. Alright, so a monomer of a protein is called an amino acid. Proteins are made up of amino acids that are linked together. See, each of these red dots is an amino acid, and the link between them is called a peptide bond. Many amino acids, aka polymer of a protein, I'll write that down for you. The polymer is called a polypeptide. It's a polypeptide chain. Woo, polypeptide. And this picture just shows you that proteins are like wrapped up into 4 different structures. They're like coiled and then sheeted and then coiled again and then coiled again and again and again. Alright, as you see here, proteins, super important. They build muscle. They build and repair cells. They help our immune system because they're found in our white blood cells. They offer us protection. They're found in our nails and in our hair. They provide us some source of energy. It's like a last resort energy. They help our cells communicate. And they speed up chemical reactions, and that's when they are an enzyme. We'll get there in a minute. And foods that contain high amounts of protein are our meats, our cheeses, eggs, beans, and nuts. Alright, enzymes. Specifically, an enzyme is a protein that serves as a catalyst to speed up chemical reactions. So that's exactly what a catalyst is. It speeds something up. So it speeds up reactions, and all enzymes end in ASE. Alright, we have enzymes in our saliva that help our bodies digest food, and it's called salivary amylase. Alright, and yeah, this totally got cut off by my picture, but that enzyme helps our body break down starches into smaller molecules so our body can absorb the nutrients. Alright, and here's a picture of what an enzyme looks like. It looks much like a protein in that it's like folded like 4 different ways and it's all sorts of stuff going on. Here's a diagram showing you an enzyme. So enzymes are specific to what they can do. So amylase is only for sugars and starches. So you put it together, it fits in it like a lock and key, and then it spits out the product.